Okay. So the next one is what is a story point and how to create a story point. Remember I told you this was after Tableau 8.2. Before that, it was not there. One of the most frequently asked questions is that what is the difference between Tableau 8 and Tableau 9? And what is the difference between Tableau 7 and Tableau 8? Okay, that's your homework for tomorrow. Let me write it once again. What are the differences between Tableau 8 and Tableau 9? If you did not get anything, just send me an email that you did not find anything and we can discuss it. But I will expect an email from you. Tableau 8, okay, 7 and 8 and 8 and 9. And also one other point is Tableau 10 beta is released. Tableau 10 beta is released. What are its new features? Okay. So you can have 2 days of time for this. You can send me an email before our Sunday's session. What are the differences between 8 and 9? Differences between 7 and 8? And basically like 9 and 10. Okay.
Shiva, I think
Perfect.
we covered Tableau 10 beta.
Oh yeah,
The
right.
Yes, we did.
Yes. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, just do this then. 8 and 9 and 7 and 8. Okay. Perfect.
We just did the
Then
homework, but we never got a chance to discuss in the class, Shiva.
okay, so can we discuss that? When do you want to discuss this? Today or tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow? Because everyone will have a
Okay.
chance to go through 7, 8, and 9, and then it will be a good point for us to discuss Tableau 10.
Okay, perfect. So we'll discuss Tableau 10 features, 7 and 8 features, 7, 8, 9, and 10 tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
So Raven gave me a suggestion. Basically, can you send feedback on homeworks? That's the question, feedback, right, Raven? Sure, I will send feedback on homeworks going forward. Okay, awesome. Okay, now let's discuss about a story point and how to create a story point. We've seen small feature of this yesterday on how to create a story point. Basically, of these 3 icons at the bottom, this is a worksheet. Okay, new worksheet. This is a new dashboard, and this is new story. You can also do new dashboard from here, new worksheet from here, and new story from here. Okay. Now let's see. So first, let me create some sample worksheets. Okay. So something. I'll create some bar charts, some maps, and things like that. This is a sample bar chart. So I'll write, say, bar. Now you can show captions here. Okay. Show caption. Now caption gives you basically a gist. Sum of sales for each subcategory broken down by category. Color shows details about category. This is a simple gist. Okay. That Tableau generates automatically. That's my bar. So here I'll generate a map. So say state versus state versus profit. And in profit, I'll basically mark positive and negative states. Okay. So all those in green color are profitable states. All those in red color are those states which had a loss. So let me give some not so darn color. Okay, here let me give a little lighter. Click OK, click apply. Okay, just few states, that's all. Now there was a filter that I placed earlier here in my last session. Let me remove that. Okay. Now if I go here, okay, all the states are present. Here I'd like to see all the profit for each states and also their state names, and then see the profit also. Okay, awesome. Let me write map. Okay, oops, sorry. Perfect. So then I have a map here. We can get a gist of it from show caption. Map is based on latitude, which is generated automatically, and latitude and longitude generated. Color shows sum of profit. The marks are labeled by state and sum of profit. Details are shown for each state. So details are shown for each state. Okay. The marks are labeled. These are labels, right? These two. So labeled by state and profit, sum of profit. Okay. Colors by sum of profit. And this map is generated based on my latitude and longitude. Okay. That's the gist. I'll generate one more. So let's say I'd like to generate category with sales, and say I'd like to generate a bubble. Okay. And then I'd also like to see a small whisker, subcategory, category, say with quantity. Whisker. Okay. You can move these by basically selecting anything and dragging it. So if I want to place it between bubble and whisker, and drag it between these two. Okay. If I want to take it to the end, this is how I'd like to show it. A bar, map, bubble, whisker. See, these are worksheets, so there's no icon next to them. Now if it's a dashboard, there's this icon. Okay. For a story, see, for example, this icon will be next to stories. So this is how you can identify worksheets. Okay, this is how you can identify worksheets, dashboards, and stories. Perfect. So let me create a sample worksheet. So sorry, sample dashboard. I'd like to place a bar and say a map here. I do not want this legend to be shown, so I'll simply close this, delete. Okay, awesome. So this is how I have it. So here, just so I can make it a little cleaner, I'll place this blank sheet. Okay, and also say I place a bubble here. One moment. This size is desktop. I'll make it automatic. Okay, now it's adjusted. Now this is not clear, so first I'll try to make it center. First entire view. Okay, this is good enough for me. Normal, fit width, fit height, entire view. Entire view is good enough for me. Okay, now this, let me change the size a little bit. Now whenever you see these small black dots, right? See, you can see a small black arrow next to it. Here in this height, you can see a black arrow right here. That means other tiles have that height. Okay, so basically, so if you want to arrange it to a particular height, you can arrange it easily that way. Okay, awesome. So this is my dashboard. One moment, I'll try to make a small change here. I'll remove this so that it will be a little cleaner here. Okay, awesome. Now I would want to make it as a filter. So that means whenever you select a state, these two gets adjusted automatically. So for example, if I select, say, California, see these changed, these two graphs. I was able to do that. Now, if you did not understand, don't worry. We'll explore more options on how I did this as a filter in this class, at the end of this class, or in the next class. Okay. And this is my dashboard. So in this story, I would want to use this dashboard. So obviously my story also has a size, right? So I can adjust the size here. Let me place it as, say, automatic. Okay, now this size is adjusted automatically, and shrink it a little bit. Okay, now this looks good. Now here I cannot edit these sizes, any of these. But what I can do, I can place some annotations. So something like, say, area. Red is negative and green is positive. So basically I want to give a small legend kind of information here. I can adjust it. Okay. Now, other than that, basically I can't do anything more. I can select these. That's all. Nothing's happening. Okay, this one. So this is my default view. Okay. Or then in the next slide, okay, here I can add a caption which will show something like sales information graphic. Okay, this is this dashboard or this pane explains about sales, right? And highlighting Texas. So I'll write sales information graphic Texas. This is my initial page. Now this is not the dashboard. So basically I'm taking this view. Based on that view, I am making these changes. Okay, see example here. So here I have selected so say Colorado. Okay, see these numbers, just take a look. If you go here, these numbers are different. This is only Texas information. Or say I selected California information in this worksheet. This will have these three nearly equal values, right? Whereas if I go to my dashboard, observe it's still in Colorado. Okay, so in my story I'm basically making a point from my dashboard. Okay, this is one of the points that I made. Instead of Texas, I can show California. Now I can create a new blank point. So here this information is there. Then I have another dashboard. Here I have a whisker plot. So I can basically elaborate more on this again. So here I can create an annotation, something like, so say something like this. Annotate point is the highest. One moment. Okay, so this one, say I want to move it, I can move it accordingly. Okay, okay, awesome. So this is basically I'm creating different points. So when you go and want to show this presentation to someone, right? So you can show them this way. So presentation mode. Okay, so when you're giving a presentation, you can show them. So here I'm explaining sales information for California. So they can select somewhere else that they want, but basically this is a point. So each of these has a points, right? Then you can scroll by using your arrows. Next, by right and left, or you can also use select like these. So in presentation mode, you can't edit. So let me write a caption here. Whisker plot of say quantity. Okay. So basically I have created different points here. So this is my sales information graphic of California. So let me do one small change here. I'll duplicate this. So sales information graphic Texas. Okay. Now I'm showing a different point, that's all. Now if I go to presentation mode, this one is showing California's information, and here, oops, sorry, earlier I guess I did not select earlier. This one is my Texas information. So I can show all of these values by creating different points. How can I use this? Basically you can use this so that you can give a presentation to others. Okay, and this presentation is not a normal presentation. This is interactive in nature. Remember why we do Tableau? The reason we do Tableau is the interactive dashboards or reports that we can generate. So for example, when you are showing or emphasizing a point on Texas, okay, now they might say, well, it looks like Illinois also has a negative value. You're only showing me Texas information. So can you show me while you're in the presentation? Someone asks you. So can you also show me how it looks like for Illinois? So you can simply select that values, whatever you want. So now your graph is, see, it's adjusting automatically as the point that you're selecting. So here, these are your California's information. Here, you can show whatever information you want by simply selecting. Okay. So that's the basic idea of why we create a story. Is everyone clear on why do we create a story? Any questions on why is a story required, or what is the use of a story? Okay, I guess you do not have any questions. We'll move forward.
So can we
In
do a
this,
presentation in dashboard as well?
so in from here, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean, now
So
in
okay, yes.
story we have.
Yeah, this is a presentation mode. This is the presentation mode. So here I have this dashboard, and in this dashboard they can select anywhere they want. Okay. Now this is not a point. This is your dashboard or the whole report. Okay.
So when will we use a story and a dashboard? I mean,
Okay. So basically, dashboard is everyday use something. Okay. So every day you use a dashboard rather than a story. Just mainly for presentations, you use a story, or 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 sometimes you can also use it for everyday purposes. So say something like here, you want to show first a user comes and logs in, okay, and he wants to see all these states information daily, first one. So instead of giving a dashboard to him, okay, you can create this point automatically for him. So by this point, as soon as he comes and logs in, he has this dashboard. He can edit the dashboard as the way he wants it. But by this point, he can concentrate on what's required for him. Okay, are you clear? So instead of, like logging in every day, so once he logs in every day, he doesn't need to select each and every state here. So instead of doing all of this, what if you create a point for him? which has already selected these states. Now, whenever he logs in, he can simply go to the story rather than a dashboard. So say you are a director, okay, of these states. Now you can take values of these states. Once you note it down, then you can go to the next slide. So basically you're making a story out of something. Of all the dashboards and worksheets you have, you're constructing a story here. That's the main point. So if you want to create a story, then you use stories. If you just want a report, no like starting points, ending points, all of that, then you use a dashboard. Okay, nearly 98%, 95 to 98% use dashboard. They don't use stories, because even though stories came like in the version 8.2, not everyone is familiar with this yet. So this stories is mainly used for presentations as of this moment. Okay, are you clear?
Yes, Shiva. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So let's explore more options in this sheet. Sorry, in this story. So here, see this option. So here I have all the list of dashboards and worksheets. You can collect more than one dashboard and put it on a story. Whereas for dashboards, if you have more than one dashboard, so for example, say this dashboard 2 name is there. In this list, you do not have dashboard 2. Whereas here, you do not have dashboard 1 listed. In story, both of them will be listed. Okay, so you can use more than one dashboard for your story. So that's why dashboards and worksheets is listed here. And the next thing is description. So you can give a description also. If you don't want, uncheck that. Then do you want to show this back forward buttons? See, I've hidden that right now. Now that arrows are not there. Okay, and then we have a size. We have already explored this size a moment back. And then we have the width and height. Because I have selected automatic, these two are not highlighted. So for example, say I select this one, laptop. Now you can increase or decrease according to your wish as you want. You can also enter any values. $750, something like that. Okay. And finally, do you want to show a title? See the story title. Do you want to show that or not? Okay. You have also some formatting options that you can do in story. So format, these are the different formatting options. So default shading, story title. So basically formatting options for your story title. Remember, story title, to show that you have to check this show title. Okay. Then we have copy image. So you can put this as an image. You can also export that image. You can clear the story. And these two we have already explored from these two options. Okay. So those are the different options that you can do. So Raven asked me a question. Can we change the story title name? Yes, Raven, you can change the story title name by simply double clicking on the title. You also have a title. Sorry. You can also have a title for dashboard. So for example, if you do not check anything, okay, or if you select your dashboard, then you'll see options for the dashboard. So if you click on show title, then this is the name of, this is the title you gave for your dashboard. So by default, that will be the title of the dashboard. Okay, for example, say I change this to sales dashboard. See what happens to your title of this dashboard. Click enter. See sales dashboard. So you have all these editing options also. You can give any name you want, something like sales. only sales is shown. And all these formatting options we have already explored, right? Symbol say. Okay. And then we have these text sizing. We have already explored all of these options in our tooltip, right? If you want to delete, click delete formatting. Okay. Awesome. Delete formatting, click apply. Okay, done. Perfect. Any questions? Okay. So Sarita asked me a question. Can you explain the interactivity happening between story point and selection of a state? So do you mean this interactivity here? This is
No,
a
in the
point on the
story.
dashboard.
In the story.
Okay. So in the story, sorry. In this story, what did you want to know? I'm sorry.
So when you select the California story point, I
Okay.
noticed that the only California has been highlighted within the map, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I wanted to know how is this happening?
So
Is
if
it,
you observe,
yeah,
so this one, I am pulling this part from my sales dashboard, right? So let's go
right.
here. To go there, you can click on this icon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my sales dashboard. So what will happen if I select California here? The same view will be shown in your story. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever will happen on your dashboard or worksheet by basically by your selections will be shown here. That's all. But you'll create individual points for them. Why are these individual points helpful? We just discussed that.
Presentation. Yeah.
Yes. Not like if someone asks you like why do you require a story? So you can not just say about why is it useful because it's used for presentations. You can also say it something like to create a story. What is a story? So it's like it has a start, it has an end, it has more information to it, all these things.
Yeah.
So you can say that. Okay, awesome. Any other questions? Okay, I'm assuming you do not have any questions. Okay. Next thing, how to publish or deploy the Tableau reports or dashboards to Tableau. So this one, let's explore when we are discussing Tableau server because we require a server to publish the dashboards, right? But the generic option is that once you go here, so wherever you are, in this you have server option. So once you sign in, okay, you have to sign in with a username and password. So once you sign in, you can publish your workbook from here. Right now, I'm not able to do it because I need a server for now. Okay, perfect. Are you okay with that, guys? Okay. So the next one, even deploying data source. Let me take these two while we're discussing servers, okay? Because we need a server for these two. So while we are discussing Tableau server in this point, we will talk about deploying a data source and publishing or deploying Tableau reports to server. Okay. Is everyone clear on why do we deploy or why should you publish or why should you deploy? Do you have any questions on that? Why should you deploy or publish? Okay, awesome. Then the next thing is what is action and how many types of actions in Tableau and how to create actions. This is very important topic, everyone. Actions are very important. Please concentrate. This will be asked in interviews. This is one of the basic things that we do in Tableau. Okay. So first here in this dashboard, if you observe, so if I click here, these two are automatically getting adjusted according to the selection that I make in this map, right? In this worksheet. So basically this is an action. By doing something, some action that I'm performing, some reaction is happening. Okay, so that's nothing called action. So right now I have placed a filter. So whenever I select Texas, these two sheets are showing only Texas information, right? So right now I have placed an action filter. Okay, this is what is this? Basically filtering, right? So I've placed an action filter. So there are mainly three types of actions. Okay, remember three types of actions. Okay, let's see those. So first, because these are in dash, we want to see actions in dashboard, click dashboard and click actions. To add an action, click this icon. There are three options, right? Three types, mainly filter, highlight and URL. So filter we just saw. What does filter do? So basically, let's explore this one, this filter. This is a type of filter, right? That I placed earlier. Okay, so in this one, so what does a filter do? Basically, it will filter the data. So here, by basically selecting these options, I'm filtering the data, right? In these two worksheets. So this is a filter type of action. And the next one I have is highlight. For example, let me create one small highlight one here. I'll remove the earlier one. Highlight from my bubble to say bar. Okay, select. See what happens when I select something. When I select technology, technology is being highlighted. When I select office supplies is being highlighted. So this is being highlighted, right? So this is an highlight type of action. Okay, and actions, this is an highlight. And the last one is URL. So before I do that, first, so basically, remember yesterday we saw a small option where user can search. So first let me try to put a web page here. So in this web page, you can search as you want. Say technology. You can search as you want, right? So in the same way, when you select here, you can make it so that this part of the web page will reflect a URL based action. So for example, right now, if you want to search Google for the selection that you make here, okay? For example, first what I'll do, I'll go to google.com and search for furniture, because here it's furniture, right? Now I'll select this URL, Control C, and I'll create an action first. Let me remove this, we don't need it anymore. Add a URL from bar, and the link will be this one. So instead of using furniture all the time, I want it to use the category that it is selected. Click OK, click OK. Now if I have selected technology, technology will be searched. If I select office supplies is being searched. Furniture, furniture is being searched. Okay, see here, these are the results for furniture. You can also say, for example, if I select art, what will happen? It will search for office supplies. Why did it search for office supplies? Because I have asked it to show, or sorry, search based on the category, right? Art belongs to which category? Office supplies. So that's why it's search for office supplies. See what happens when I select copiers. Search for technology. Okay. Are you clear with this? Everyone? Any questions? Actions are very, very important. Yes. Awesome.
Shiva, can you show in URL what are the things we have, like category? Do you have a subcategory also in that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Here you can insert from insert place. So basically we had 3 marks here, right? In bar. 1 minute. So here let's go to bar. So in bar, basically I have used a total of 3 types: category, sales, and subcategory. These are the only 3 types that I used, right? So when I go to my dashboard here and select URL action, here category, sum of sales, and subcategory. Only these 3 are being shown. Okay, clear?
Yes, sure.
Perfect. Awesome. So do you have any questions? We'll close the session.